Sup, nerds? Let's talk. Welcome to Anime Reviews. My name is Alden, and today I will be reviewing Fire Force. So, where do I begin? Honestly, the thing that attracted me most to this anime, or not attracted to me, but kept me interested, was the characters. From the protagonist, the main character, all the way until, the side characters, the, mini characters, the guys you don't really see too much, the mini bosses, this, and this. This anime is set in a post-apocalyptic world. It's kind of, the backstory is kind of weird. So humans were on the Earth, and then the Earth was, shrouded in flames. And then the remaining survivors decided that they need to figure out a way to harness the energy and, use it for themselves. So, people in this anime universe have powers linked with fire. Like everybody, I've yet to meet somebody who has like a water power or whatever. It's all fire. Fire Force literally is Fire Force. There are people who are empowered, like Captain Obi, who runs Fire Force Company 8, which is a new company of the Fire Force, because its main objective, besides taking away fighting these fires, which I will get into because I'm sure there's like a whole bunch of questions, but their main objective is to investigate the other Fire Force companies to figure out, because there's some kind of corruption. So the fires they fight aren't like normal fires. So these guys are the Fire Force, and they're still the firefighters. So the fires they fight are these things called infernals. Now, an infernal is a human who spontaneously combusts, which means you could be sitting down eating dinner one day and all of a sudden you burst into flames. You lose all consciousness and you become, this being that's hell bent on setting flames to everything. So these Fire Force guys are the only people who can fight these, infernals, because everybody else is just going to use water, but it won't work because their fire just keeps going. So they have to fight them a certain way. So the protagonist, the main character, is this guy named Shinra, who, great backstory. I just want to applaud the writers. It's a great backstory. It's obviously a very sad one. Well, not obviously, but it's a sad one. But it's a great backstory, the way it just intertwines everything together. And he's gifted something called the Adola Burst. Now, the Adola Burst, I would have to create a whole different video on to explain it, because even I don't completely grasp it. But let's just say he's one of the more gifted people, which, obviously he's the protagonist of the anime, so you would hope. But he's somebody who is blessed with a power very few people get. So he's a very good protagonist because of his backstory, his character already, and then he has a couple character traits which are just amazing. Like, I can't even explain to you how great it is to see and watch. A couple quick side notes on other characters, because in each anime has its own, like, maybe I'll really be interested in the world, and that's what keeps me around, like seeing the beautiful scenery and the animation, or it'll be the fighting, it'll be the characters, it'll be the plot. But this one is the characters. Now, there's a couple characters I just want to throw out there. Besides Shinra, there's Captain Obi, who is an unpowered, human, but he is a captain of a fire company, which is a prestigious honor, because these Fire Force guys are pretty much treated like, I'm not gonna say royalty, but they're up there. So he's unpowered, and he's a captain. So that just shows you how strong he is. He reminds me kind of like he's Goku-esque. He eats a lot, he trains a lot. Like, whenever you see him cut to it, like whenever they have like a cut scene or something, or it's cutting to him, he's benching, like, or not benching, but he's doing like what is that called? The thing with the dumbbells. I'm whatever. I don't work out. Anyways, one of my other favorite characters is this guy named Arthur, and he's got to be honestly one of the funniest characters in anime. So he has this delusion that he's a knight. And he just uses a lot of King Arthur puns, a lot of knight puns, and it's just so funny when him and Shinra collide, because it's just funny seeing them go back and forth, and it's amazing. One thing that kind of like struck me as odd was, they have this religious component. Like, when the Fire Force goes to kill an Infernal, they pray for them, which isn't odd, because they're, they know that it's a human who turned into something against their will. So, you know, they pray for them and, you know, they send them on their way. So now it comes to the anime review rating system. So for the plot, I'd give it, for the plot, I would give it a solid, I would give it a solid 3 because I feel like we need more information about certain things. Like this, one thing I do like about this anime is it doesn't do a lot of flashbacks, but then it also hinders because it didn't explain to us a lot of things. But for right now, the plot is a solid 3. The characters, I gotta give them a 4.5 because Arthur and Captain Obi, Lieutenant Hinawara, everybody, Maki, they're just all amazing. So 4.5. Fighting, which I didn't even touch on, but their fighting is amazing. There's very few instances where it gets kind of like the animation doesn't look as crisp, which obviously you can understand when they're using fire and they're doing things where it's high speed. So, you know, they might slack, or, you know, there's a cutaway scene and, you know, you see people's like faces aren't even filled in, which, I mean, I'm not even worried about, you know. But the fighting itself, with the way the creators have made fire be used in a multitude of ways. Like there's no two people that use it the same way, which I haven't seen. Maybe in season 2, which is coming out right now. Oh, it's out. Maybe we'll find something like that. But for right now, it's crazy. So out of the 3, 4.5, and did I even give on the fighting? I think I said 4. I'm pretty sure I said 4, but if I didn't, I'm saying 4. But for all that, I give it like a 4.25. I don't want to say a 4.5 because the story isn't like up there yet, which it could be in season 2, and then I'll amend it. But for season 1, it's been great so far. It's a great anime. You should definitely click on it, enjoy, because it's kind of like Dragon Ball Z because it's fighting, it's serious, but then there's also those, you know, lackadaisical moments where everybody's like having fun, goofing around, joking. So yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe. Tell me what anime I should review, and then give me some suggestions for my AORN as of right now. Top anime villains, top anime characters, top anime groups. I've got a whole bunch, but, you know, let me know what you think. Well, that's the end of this video. Keep watching.